What is going on? I forgot to add myself to the stage. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. It is awesome to have you guys. And this is something that I haven't done in a long time. I feel like it's actually something that I should be doing a lot more often than I am. So that's unfortunate. But I mean, if you guys enjoy this, a lot of people are joining and we're having a good time. I'll definitely have to make this a weekly thing. Maybe I think that would be a lot of fun. Stay in touch with you guys. But we are today just going to kind of talk about the Halloween fundraiser. This is the fifth annual fundraiser we've done for Harmony House, which is a children's advocacy center here in the town that I live in Wheeling, West Virginia. They do a lot of amazing work. They help with children that have been abused. All kinds. I gotta be careful what I say because this is YouTube, and there's some words they don't want you to say. But I have a link down below in the description that will take you to their website where you can learn a lot more about what they do. And there's also the link to the GoFundMe. Maybe that's where the link to their website is on the GoFundMe. But yeah, we'll get into all that later when we announce everything that's going to be happening. But that's the reason we're just going to kind of hang out. I'm going to talk to you guys, answer some questions, give you a rundown on this the fifth annual fundraising event. Because I mean, last year we raised, I know it was over 10 grand. I feel like it was over 15 grand. So we got to beat last year. But yeah, looks like we got a lot of people here in the chat. What is up, everybody? What's up, Memories of Violet, Amy's Web? How y'all doing? Caleb, what's going on? Dobie's Tarantula review, awesome. Baking with Honey, glad you were able to make it. Trucker Chick, yeah, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the seeing me live. So we'll definitely have to do this more often. It's one of those things I mean to do, but just life gets busy and then I kind of forget about it. And then 1 week goes by and that turns into a month and then it's a year and I'm like, oh man, I haven't been live in a minute. So yeah, I think I do podcasts using the same software. So I think in my mind it's like, oh, you just were live last week, but in reality, that's not the case. You might notice walking back and forth behind me. Zach is here. He's helping feed some tarantulas, and I think he's actually right now building some enclosures and stuff for some new things that came in. So yeah, you might see him in the back. You might have to stop in and say hello. What's up, John? Good to see you from the UK. Duchess Venom, it's your first live stream. What is up? So yeah, let me see where everything is here. I don't want to miss any super chats or anything like that. Okay, I don't think we've missed any. What's up, Rocky Mountain Spider Freaks? Long time no see. That's not on you. That's I just haven't gone live in a while, so that's probably why. Let's see. We got about 83 people in here right now. That's not bad for not having done this in a very long time. So, see what you guys are saying. Zach the help. Yeah, he's a good guy. Caleb Ross is so ready. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get into it. I don't know how what you all know, what you remember from last year. There's so many new subscribers, so many people that have joined since then that maybe not everyone knows what exactly is going on. But every year in October for Halloween, this local nonprofit organization called Harmony House does their Harmony House Children's Advocacy Center is their full name. They do they have like it's called a Monster Mash Bash where it's like a local fundraiser. It's kind of like, people come out, they have food, there's music and, just fun things to do. Everybody dresses up in costumes and, they sell tickets to kind of help raise money. And this is something that we've been doing this will be the fifth year. We also are helping raise money for them. And, 100% of the money goes straight to them. And we've got some amazing prizes that we give away. And the way that works is you just click the link in the description for the GoFundMe. I think like the minimum you can donate is $5. So like any donation from $5 to, I think last year someone donated like $1,000. A couple people did actually. So we have a bunch of prizes that have been donated that will be given away, and we just randomly select anyone that donated. $5 or more donation on the GoFundMe is an entry to win. And then we also, have a live stream to give away those prizes, and we give some prizes away to people that are in the live stream, hanging out, and chatting, and stuff like that. And then there may be a few other kind of little prizes. Like I think last year we gave something to the person that donated the most, and I don't remember exactly, but I'll have to go back and check that out. But I mean, pretty much they're just all randomly given away to anybody that donates. And we've got some amazing prizes. I'm trying to pull that up right now. But what I wanted to show you guys real quick is just a little bit of about who Harmony House is. I was able to kind of go to their facility last year and check out, I mean, I'm friends with a lot of people that work there, so I kind of already knew what they were doing, and I wanted to bring a camera in so that I could record some and show you guys. So I don't know if you all have seen that, but I'm gonna just play a few minutes of that video so you guys have an idea exactly what's going on. Give me a second to pull that up. Um, but yeah, it was really cool.
Welcome to the Tarantula Collective.
Whoa.
My name is Richard, and
I
if
think
you've
I
been
found it. It's all the way behind me. So let me see if I can get that out here. Oh, we got a new member who just joined. Trucker Chick is a new member. Thank you so much. I think we've got a little thing still for that.
Channel member.
So thank you so much for becoming a channel member, Trucker Chick. For those that don't know, it's a YouTube member or Patreon member. You get like early access to videos and some behind the scenes stuff and things like that from time to time. I try to do that as much as possible, but it's not always as often as I would like it. But I really do appreciate your support. That definitely means a lot. How do I prove I donated? Asked Josie. Well, with the GoFundMe, when you place a donation, the way that works is you can do it anonymously, which some people choose to do, but it will ask for like your name, like your first name or something like that, your email address. And then when we give it away, like I have access to all that information. So then I'll have your full name and your email address, and I can send you an email and let you know that you won. But yeah, when you put in the donation, that is how we know. Let's see. Is there any other questions like that? We got some other. So we'll get to your tarantula questions here in a moment. Hello, Bulldog Hustle. Good to see you. AS. Hello from the UK, Nottinghamshire. Yeah, and we'll 1 hour grinding on treadmill, just watching your videos. Awesome. That's very cool. So yeah, we'll go ahead and I just want to show you guys just a little bit of this. If I can figure out. Oh wait, I can just do it this way. I can just share. Well, no, I don't want to do that. That would be no fun for you. We'll just share screen. Hmm. There we go. Sorry. All right.
House Children's Advocacy Center. My name is Scott Steele, and I'm the senior.
Do this very well.
And perhaps they need counseling or something else that maybe we can't help with, but we can connect them with services that can help them in ways that we can't. You see, again, a lot of things for the younger children here.
Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm getting a lot of people saying they lost sound. That is not good. I don't know why it's doing that.
Older children, we can.
Well, I'll just say this then. There is. Oh, sounds back. It works now. I have no idea why that was happening like that. Let me see.
Speak to and educate them on the. Into the room, which is called our MDT room, multidisciplinary team room. And this is the room where the police, children's services, mental health professionals can actually observe the interviews while they take place. Our whole goal is to interview the children one time so that if there's something difficult to talk about, all the people are here that need to be here so they can get all their information at the same time and don't have to re-interview the
Okay,
children. So they would actually observe.
I just wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of what they were doing. So you knew they were a real organization. If you want to watch that video, it is on my YouTube channel, so you can just go and check that out there. I don't know why the sound is being weird, but yeah, nobody's in the chat, so I mean, you guys are in here. I just don't see anybody say anything. Let me see if I can pull up. Nope. Okay. It's loud now. Oh, there's just no winning. According to my levels, looks like everything's good, but I don't see anything peaking. But anyways, there's also an insane delay, so that might be part of the problem. So yeah, I think there's like a 20-second delay or something. It's crazy. But what I can do is I will tell you about not all of the amazing prizes, just some of the amazing prizes that we have so far. I just talked earlier to Creep In Family. They're a tarantula dealer here in the United States, and they are offering 1,000 creep coins for their app. And that is enough to cash in for free shipping or a gift card for shopping. So it's the Creep In Family app. Instead of like most tarantula dealers who build a website so you can buy, they actually made a cool little app. So I highly suggest you check that out. And yeah, so they have the 1,000 coins, the 1,000 creep coins that they're going to be giving away. Aquarimax Pets, which I'm sure if you don't know of Russ from Aquarimax, you definitely should go check out his YouTube channel. The man knows so many things about isopods and so many other cool invertebrates and even some reptiles and stuff like that. So he is donating $75 store credit for aquarimax.com, which is his website. Then it's got all kinds of isopods and morning geckos and cool animals that you can buy there from him, which is nice. Great Ghost Creations, which she's done a lot of the artwork for so a lot of my merch and just throughout the hobby. She's done some work for Tarantula Cribs and some other YouTubers and businesses and stuff like that. She's got some great art. She is donating some prints, some stickers, some pins, and a copy of the new Jumping Spider coloring book she just came out with. So that's going to be some cool prizes to give away. Stella Spoods is going to donate one or two P. Audix juveniles, so some jumping spiders for you. Bugs in cyberspace. Now this is a cool prize. I wish I could win this one. He's donating a communal of 3 velvet ants and 8 desert beetles and a couple pieces of dried cholla wood, which pretty much, I mean, you're set up there. You just need to add some dirt and sand, and you got a cool little desert species communal going there, which is very exciting. The Biodude very generously is donating they've got, if you go to their website, thebiodude.com, they've got like kits built for specific species. So they whether you're looking for tarantulas or geckos or any kind of reptile or amphibian, they've got kind of like these kits set up specifically for that species, and they'll have like the substrate, some plants, some dirt, maybe lights. I mean, it kind of depends on what it is that you're looking at. But they've donated a 40-gallon terrarium kit for one of the Terra Arania substrates that they have. So if you're keeping tarantulas, scorpions, or any kind of invertebrate, this is a great substrate, a great little kit with all the bioactive stuff that you will need, which is going to be very awesome. Then this is a big one. Spider Shop has donated 5 $100 mystery box with shipping included. So that's a $150 value. They donated 5 of them. It says they have over 150 species at great prices. They have hundreds of 5-star reviews. And if you use the code collective, you get $10 off your order. So that's if you want to place an order with them. But they have donated 5 $100 mystery boxes, which is really exciting. I think, I think, I think it's going to be really cool. Somebody just commented, I've got 6 spoons now because of your helpful info. I'm assuming they meant spoods, but just the visual imagery of somebody having 6 cereal spoons because they watch my videos kind of cracks me up at any rate. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. So yeah, Spider Shop really hooked it up, but it gets even better. FangsTV.com. Tom donated 200. Well, he says he's going to donate $250 to the charity itself, and he's going to donate a $250 gift card to his website, FangsTV.com, which he has an amazing selection of tarantulas and other invertebrates there as well. So that's an amazing gift. And Micro Wilderness is putting together a Halloween tarantula mystery box that he will be giving away, which is, I mean, he hooks it up, so it's going to be a cool box, whatever Halloween tarantula means. I'm sure there'll be a lot of black and orange species or something. And then let's see, we've got Tie-Dye Tarantula called me just before I went live. Said they're also going to be donating some prizes. And I'm sure there are going to be a lot more businesses once they kind of hear about this and reminded that this is going on that will be reaching out and will be donating some amazing prizes. I'm sure there'll be some YouTubers donating some of their merch. I'll have some Tarantula Collective merch available. There will be, all kinds of cool prizes. And if you want to stay up to date on what prizes are available, just follow me on Facebook or on Instagram, or make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I'll be updating you in videos, in shorts, whether they're like TikToks or Reels or shorts here on YouTube. And I'll just be making just posts like on the YouTube community page and stuff like that. So that way you can stay up to date with all the cool prizes as they start coming in. And that's going to be pretty cool. Tyler says, yes, that was autocorrect. um, oh, wow. Sounds like some people having some exciting times feeding tarantulas here in the chat. Um, just kind of reading through, see what you guys are saying. So yeah, it's exciting. And then the live stream at the end of the month. Usually it's right around Halloween is when we give away all the prizes. That's always a blast. I mean, we've got hundreds, of people hanging out all at once. We're just talking tarantulas. We'll have special guests that will come on. Some of my YouTube friends will join. Get some other people. You never know who's going to pop in, and we'll be streaming for a few hours. It's like it's usually a pretty long stream, just kind of hanging out. And now this is the first time we'll be doing it in the new studio, so we got plenty of room. I mean, who knows how we can set everything up? So it'll be very exciting. And I really hope you guys can make that, because not only are we drawing the prizes from the people that donated, but the people that are in the chat, like you guys are right now, we'll be picking prizes just from, we'll be asking questions, like trivia questions, and things of that nature, so you have a chance to win, even if you're not able to donate. Because I know times are tough, money's tight, not everybody is able to do that. And I want to make sure everybody feels included and has a chance to win something. So if you can donate, don't feel bad, and just join the live stream. And that will usually, like I said, it'll probably be right around Halloween, and you'll still have a chance to win some of these amazing prizes. So yeah, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. We still got some time here. It says teas in those boxes, you think? I don't know what that means. Fast tats 8. How many teas are in the boxes? Like I said, it depends on which species you decide to pick. If you got like those, if it's a mystery box, I don't know. I mean, I would assume at least 2. you know, would love to donate to the Halloween house, but I don't see the link. So it should be in the description. Let me pull up my YouTube real quick, make sure it's down there. So I got the YouTube. I hit the more button. You can donate to the fundraiser here. Yeah, just underneath the video that you're watching right now, there's a description box. It says it is the 5th annual Halloween live stream giveaway for Harmony House Child's Advocacy Center. And you'll see some other text. And then right below that, read more. When you click that, it'll all drop down and you'll see the GoFundMe link right there. So yeah, easy to find. Now we got here. Have your enclosure. Spider Shop Maya Homori. Awesome. Very nice and professional. Thanks, man. Well, I'm glad that Spider Shop was nice and professional, and I'm glad you enjoyed the enclosure. That's something Zach's doing right now. I got a couple, eight. I'm going to make sure I get this right. 8 legs, fangs, and fins. Oh man, I don't have the boxes in the other room. They ran into me at Tinley at the NARBC and gave me a box. He's like, "Here's a thank you box. We appreciate everything that you do. We wanted to show some support." And I brought it home, opened it up. And there's some really cool scorpions in there, some cool tarantulas and stuff like that. And Zach's helping me kind of get those enclosures set up while I'm doing this live stream, talking to you guys. And I made sure that we use some of the Tarantula Collective cubes. Let's see. Jotar says, "This is a great cause. Thanks for doing this again, Richard." Yeah, yeah. They're they're very cool people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just nice people that work there. They really care about the cause, and they do amazing work. And it's the kind of work that most people don't want to do, because I mean it's hard and it's tough and dark sometimes. But yeah, they get up every morning and they do this, and they do a lot of help for a lot of people out there. And just from what I know of a lot of people in the tarantula community, I know a lot of us can relate to some of the stuff that they're dealing with. And and just being a group of people that love the unloved and are kind of a niche in, not just within the world. I mean, a lot of people look at tarantula keepers as, you guys are weirdos, but even within the exotic pet community, a lot of people look at us like we are weirdos. We really noticed that at AnimalCon this past year, just like last month. There were many times we were like hanging out around the pool, and it was just invert people, and then all these groups of reptile people everywhere else. But we were kind of like our own little group within a group. the weirdos of the weirdos, in a sense. So, it just seems like it really. I mean, I know that it doesn't have anything to do with spiders, but it is a fundraiser for a good cause, and I think that doing things like this really helps kind of cast the tarantula hobby into a good light on a societal kind of reach, I guess. I don't know where my train of thought went. I know where my train of thought went. Memories of Violet said I still have the beanie hat I won 2 years ago. That is so cool. Oh yeah, Memories of Violet. Did I say you sent me a message? Did you or did? Oh, maybe I don't want to put you on the spot. I want to go back and look at my email. If yeah, let me know, Memories, if I missed a message from you and didn't announce it. Because yeah. Um, Anyways, oh, we got a Archie Cunningham just sent a 49.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. That is very helpful.
Super chat.
Well, say a super chat is a super sticker because I don't have a thing for that. But thank you, Archie, so much. I do appreciate that support. And just like in the live stream that we do, it's something else I didn't mention that we do every year when we're doing live streams like this for the fundraiser. 100% of the money that we raise will be going also to Harmony House. So, that's an additional way to kind of get involved and donate if you would like to do that. But yeah, it's a great organization, and they really need our help. They're always underfunded. So yeah, I sure did. You can talk about it. Okay, Memories of Violet did. I gotta find. Why don't you just tell us in the chat, because I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Oh wait, maybe it was a message. Maybe she texted. Did you text me? I'm so bad with communicating. Yes. All right. Memories of Violet says, I'm going to send you a bunch of good sized prints for your Halloween fundraiser: snakes, geckos, frogs, and spiders. Awesome. So, yeah, I thought you said something. So, Memories of Violet also donated some cool prizes. And like I said, there will also be others. Oh, uh, check your email. Okay, I don't know if I can do that. I'm having a hard enough time just streaming and operating that stuff. But yeah, so and like I said, there will also be more prizes coming. I am confident of that. So there will be no shortage of prizes, and it's always like I said, it's a good time. Like we're hanging out and just I'm sure I'll be able to get Tarantula Cat to come on. I mean, who knows? There's going to be a lot of people. Alex from Tarantula Haven may swing by. I love that guy. He's amazing. But so yeah, it'll be fun. And I keep feeling like Zach's behind me, but I don't see him. Just making a lot of noise. Let's see. Amy's Web says, "Do you know if we can get tarantula crib enclosures in the UK?" I do know. I just saw Mo this past weekend, and they do ship to the UK, but because of like the VAT tax or whatever that is, the VAT, the charges that you all have for being British, they are kind of expensive to ship. So it can be done. It's just really expensive. But I think that he's setting something up like he did in Canada. Like if you're following Tarantula Cribs, now there's also Tarantula Cribs Canada. So everything is like manufactured and shipped from a facility in Canada. So it's a lot cheaper. And I think they're going to be doing something like that over in Europe. So you can get them now, but in the future, hopefully that will all get worked out and you'll be able to get them much cheaper, at least as far as shipping is considered. Memories of Violet says, I 3D print reptiles and I donated a bunch of cool prints. Yeah, I do remember the email now. It wasn't just let me see if I can pull that up because it was very descriptive. Um so bad. I just get so many freaking emails. Everything gets buried. Memories of Violet. There we go. So we've got one. This is for Memories Violet. These are 3D printed animals, kind of things that she makes. They make there, and we've got one rattlesnake, matcha green. We've got a crested gecko, which is a wood gradient, comes with long and stub tails. A wood gradient bearded dragon, a gargoyle gecko in camo, a burnt titanium leopard gecko. That sounds cool. Axolotl, that is baby pink, and a tree frog, matcha green. So yeah. Oh, and there's pictures. Oh, cool. I wonder if you can. It doesn't want to. Oh, it can't focus. I don't have autofocus on the camera. That's why. Oh, look at the axolotl. That is awesome. Oh, there you go. I think I've got. Yeah. believe these you also sent me. So there's a cool little scorpion. I got it, and then a spider. There's some other 3D printed stuff over here around here too. But we'll put that back. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Arachnophile says I still have to send you my stuff for the fundraiser. So yeah, Arachnophile is going to be chipping in some prizes too. Fat Tats 8 said I just used your code for 3 enclosures with them today. Thank you for oh yeah, TTC 10, or I guess Tarantula 10 also works at tarantulacribs.com. We'll get you 10% off all your orders. And I think he told me yesterday that the coffin enclosures are back in stock. So all the pre-sale ones are being shipped out, and there should be some more available on their website, which is always cool. We're putting a peach earth tiger in one right now, so that's always fun. But yes, I'm gonna try to go through here, see if there was any questions that I missed. Let's see, and see if I can even answer them. Jerry Nicholson asked, I have a question. My Firmictopus has been on a hunger strike for 4 months. How long do you wait before you worry? Confirmed female, by the way. Oh man, when it comes to New World terrestrial tarantulas, like a year maybe, and then I would start worrying. And I know that sounds weird, but I mean, I had a Grammostola, completely different species. She went over a year without eating, and then molted. So it was like, they can go in pre-molt for a long time. They can just not be hungry. And a lot of it has to do with if you're keeping them on the cooler side, especially with it being winter, their metabolism's lower, so they don't need to eat as often or as much. And so that could also be kind of feeding into it. A lot of my spiders, along with snakes and reptiles and stuff like that, they just don't eat as much once it starts cooling down. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about that. Just kind of keep an eye on them. One thing, you just check the abdomen. If they start looking really skinny and they're not eating, then you should be concerned, and you might want to make sure that their fangs are looking okay, that they're not sick or anything of that nature. But yeah, other than that, it's just a tarantula being a tarantula. They will eat when they are hungry. Let's see. We got another question here from Jeremy. He says, I'm still riding high for meeting you at the expo in the haunted prison in West Virginia. You were super friendly and great with my kids. I made the whole show oh, well, that's very kind. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. I'm glad. It was nice meeting you as well. And I loved that show that they had. It was like every 6 months, maybe every 4 months. It was this old penitentiary. It was a West Virginia State Penitentiary in Moundsville. And I mean, it was built in the 1800s, very gothic looking, and it ended up getting shut down just because it was considered cruel and unusual punishment. The cells are so small, and it was just so in such rough condition, and it was overcrowded, and it just wasn't. You just couldn't keep people in there like that. It wasn't right. So they ended up shutting it down, and they have haunted. Now it's like haunted because it was open for many decades, over 100 years probably, and a lot of horrible things happened in there. So they give ghost tours, and you can go there during the day. You can go there at night. You pay a lot of money. You can spend the night there unsupervised. There's a lot of ghost hunters that go there for TV shows on Discovery and stuff like that. And it's just a cool historical building with a lot of crazy stories. But in the middle of it, there's another building, and that's where they have expos and conferences and stuff like that. So this was a cool expo that we would go, and they had all kinds of oddities and animals, and it was a blast. But unfortunately, it's last I heard, I don't think they're doing that anymore. I think they're still gonna have the oddity show and like a tattoo convention there, but the exotic animal show, I don't think is. I think this winter is gonna be the last time, unfortunately, for that. But maybe something else will pop up, or they'll end up coming back. But yes, it's a good show. It was good to meet you, Jeremy. Hopefully, we can see you again. All right, what else we got here? Tyler Brown says, I have a G poker that won't eat, but she's got a big booty, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about it either. Right. What else we got here? Griefer says, I've got a curly hair. It just molded 2.5 weeks ago. I tried to feed her, but she hasn't eaten, and she's just laying flat. Is that normal? It kind of depends on the size. If she's like full grown and just molted, like, yeah, that's pretty typical. I mean, I think, I don't know, I believe it was in one of the last videos I made about my curly hair molting. I talked about how you got to make sure that the fangs are, that she's completely hardened, but especially that her fangs are hardened. And, it takes a while for that to happen. I mean, I just saw mine still kind of stretching out and hardening up yesterday. And, I made that video a week or two ago. So it's a couple of weeks at least. So maybe even 3 weeks. I don't know. Time's a blur. So yeah, it does take a while. And, when you see them up against the side of the enclosure or something like that, just just take a close look at their fangs, because they'll be clear and then they'll start to get more like pinkish and then red and then this solid black. And usually when it's a solid black, that means that they're pretty much hardened up. But even then, they may wait a while because it can be, it can take a while for them to just kind of stretch out and fill out and be ready, have the energy to even try and eat. So yeah, I wouldn't get too worried about that. Yeah, Rocky Mountain Spider Freak says that is normal. So there we go. He concurs. They concur. So yeah, everybody kind of sees. Yeah, yeah, it's full grown. Yeah, so I wouldn't. Yeah, Griefer or however you say your name. Do not worry. Let's see. Terra Nova Tarantula says, "How do I become a channel member? I can't figure it out. I never. Let's see. If you're looking at the YouTube channel, or you're watching me on YouTube, underneath it says Tarantula Tuesday live. Actually, I can share this. I forget. Um, picture's worth 1,000 words. They say. I think it's this one. Yeah. All right. So you got the right here next to the name. It says join, and if you hit that join button, then it kind of gives you all of the different levels and stuff that you can subscribe to and how that works. So yeah, that answers your question. Yeah, awesome. Saying the name right. That's probably the first time that's ever happened. There we go. Yeah, Rocky Mountain says join Hutton under stream and not on live comments. Button, I think is what they meant to say. It's cracking me up. William Spalding asks, "What T genus is your favorite?" That's a tough one, but because normally my favorite tarantula is the Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, but it's the only tarantula within that genus. So I feel like I don't need to say that that is my favorite genus because it's also my favorite species. But we'll say, ooh, I'm gonna have to probably go with either postlet. No, maybe Harpictera. I really like those guys a lot. I've got a lot of them. I've got a lot of Pteronoculus, different species of those I really like, and a Faunopelma and Grammostola. Yeah, those are all up there. I think if I had to get, if right now, I'd say Grammostola. As lame as that is, I really like that. But Postletheria is beautiful, but Rocky Mountains is what? No, Richard. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much a toss up between Harpictera and Grammostola. But yeah, and also like just the Grammostola's urticane hairs do not affect me at all. So I really like that. Oh no, Rocky Mountains is Theraphosa, obviously. Well, let's see. We've got caught the last podcast and was curious if you know of a timer with a dimmer to start. If not, we need to. A timer with a dimmer to start. If not, we need to. I'm not. I think I understand what you're asking. What I don't know what he uses for a timer and dimmer. What Ryan uses. I think he just uses a dimmer and probably just does it manually as needed. But I know for me, I use just smart plugs like TP Link or Casa or whatever it is that you can buy off Amazon that works with Alexa, and I just kind of have it hooked up through there. And on almost all of, I mean, pretty much any of them that I bought that I've used, you have the ability to set the lights to come on at sunrise and come off at sunset. And if they're dimmable lights, usually they'll dim up and dim down. It just kind of depends on the lights that you're using and the smart plug and its capabilities. So I mean, the cheaper you get, the less of kind of things like that you will have access to. But usually I just get the cheapest ones that I can and set that like that, and then I stagger them. So it'll be like 5 minutes before sunrise, or 5 minutes after sunset, or something like that, so that all of the different, because I'm probably using like 6 or 8 of them, so they just slowly kind of turn on at different times within like the same half hour. I think it's an hour period, and then when they turn off, it's very much like that. So that's what I did. But yeah, I'm sure there are other options as well. Memories of Isla says that's not lame. I love my grandma's. Oh, Tony B, there was the last of it. If not, we need to design one. There we go. Sorry, I guess I could have read the next comment, Tony. Yeah, I think that would be cool if we could find a way to automate it so that not only are they on a light and dark cycle, but that they fade up and fade out. Like that's pretty fancy. I'm sure somebody out there can afford to do that. I don't know if I can. Um, let's see. We got another question. Joshua says, I got a green bottle blue, and it molted again after a month. So I'm assuming that it molted, and then a month later it molted. Is that normal? It's not abnormal, especially when they're really tiny slings. They can put on size fast. I usually kind of, and this is not based on any kind of science or anything like that, but in my own mind, if I have a spiderling that seems to be molting at a more frequent rate than what I would consider normal, usually those end up to be males, like they're just maturing faster. But like I said, that's not scientific, so that's just anecdotal, and I would not put much stock in it. Dark Sniffle says, my pumpkin patch has been hidden for a good 3 to 4 weeks. I'm a newbie, so I'm kind of worried about what time I should be concerned when it doesn't come out. Ooh, with pumpkin patches, they just spend them. I mean, I've had a couple of them that have been hidden 90% of their entire life. So I would not be worried about that. Best thing you can do is make them feel secure, and you can do that by giving them, especially depending on their size, but giving them a lot of, just kind of like anchor points for their webs. There's a little fly in here, so just like kind of pieces of wood that are kind of diagonally set across the stage, and then they'll kind of web that up. And then the more they extend those web tunnels and their burrows, it seems that the more comfortable that they get, the braver they get, but also the larger they get, the more brave they'll become, and the more time they'll spend out. So yeah. All right. What else? What is the giveaway? Because I want to start this hobby. Well, we just went over that, but it's the Halloween fundraiser giveaway. It's the 5th year that we're doing it. We've got a whole list of prizes, with some amazing stuff that people have donated, and I'll post the whole list on my Facebook and on Instagram and stuff like that as it comes together. But just a couple of highlights, some of the big things. If you're just because you say you want to start this hobby, the Bio Dude's giving away a 40-gallon terrarium. Man, that's hard to say. 40-gallon Terra Arenia terrarium kit. There we go. Pretty much like all the substrates, branches, cork bark, plants, everything that you'll need to set up an enclosure. The Spider Shop's giving away 5 $100 mystery boxes. Fangs TV's giving away a $250 gift card to buy tarantulas off their website. Micro Wilderness is giving away mystery boxes. There's other tarantula dealers will be donating tarantulas or mystery boxes or stuff like that. So yeah, and if you want to donate, that's how you enter. You donate by entering or by joining the live stream around Halloween where we give away the prizes. And yeah, so we got another. Anyone else having problems with sound? I can't hear properly, but I don't know if it's just really quiet or something in my phone's end. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else complaining about sound, but let's double check. Richard's on whisper mode today. Am I on whisper mode? Check 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Yeah, it should be full on. Am I really that quiet? What are you guys saying? Let's get in the chat here. Voice low for me. Had to turn my volume to max. You were very quiet. Oh my gosh. All right, we're jacking up the sound. All right. Now we're really loud. It shows I'm peaking. Angela says, sounds good in my opinion. And that's no fun. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. I bet I have. Let me turn that off and automatically adjust mic volume. So maybe that'll help. All right, guys, let me know how that one is. Ooh, that radio voice. All right. Now I'm just worried it's going to be too loud and peaking. Archie says I'm good. Let me check my levels on the program. It shows I'm not peaking. Getting close, so hopefully that's good. I mean, we're only 40 minutes in, and I finally get the freaking sound figured out. That's not good. If you donated, if you sent a super chat or anything like that, and I missed it, I apologize because I feel like, Archie Cunningham's the last one I saw, so I think we're good. I don't think I forgot anybody. All right, so I'm good on my end. All right, everybody's saying that helps. Much better. All good. All right, I am going to, and my house just boomed. All right, I'm gonna lock those in. so I don't have to change that again. Oh, check it out. We've got a new channel member. Nova's Tarantula has become a YouTube channel member. So thank you so much for joining and donating. That was
Channel member.
I made those so long ago. I can't. I was still in the basement, and it was still. I mean, this had to be. Good God, the memories, how I kind of delineate time looking backwards is where my computer desk was in the basement and how the tarantulas were set up, like how the enclosures were arranged. And I remember setting that one up, and it was one of the really old setups. In fact, I think I got a picture. It was let's see, can I make me go away and just do the background? Nope. No, I can't show it to you. But it's yeah, it's been a while. Maybe I should redo those. Get something a little newer. Let's see. We got another comment here. Princess of Beasts says, I met you at Animal Con. I was the missed meet and greet, but we got to chat, so all good. I got my first tarantula this past weekend, and I am so in love. Awesome, Princess of Beast. That was an awkward situation because they tracked me down and said, hey, you've got a meet and greet. And I said, okay. And I showed up, and I think it was me and Adam Wickens from Wickens Wicked Reptiles. And who was the other one? I think it may have been Exotic or somebody else was in there. I don't remember. But there was only a few of us in there. And then you didn't show up, and I don't think his person showed up. So we just like sat there for half an hour talking. And then I ended up talking to the guy that oh Jesus, I just forgot his name. The guy that works the camera. He's like the he does edits the videos and films the videos for Brian Barczyk channel, Snakebite TV. He and I just sat around talking for a while. So it was all good. But yeah, it was good meeting you there. Sorry that we missed you at the meet and greet, but that is okay. Yeah, the Animal Con was a blast. If you didn't go, you've thought about going, and I highly suggest it. It's not like NARBC or Repticon or anything like that. It's not a trade show where people are selling animals and selling supplies and stuff like that. This is more, they've got some businesses there that work with animals that make enclosures like Exoterra, Zilla, Zoomed, Tarantula Cribs. There's some artists there. There's people that make shirts, and it's kind of just an industry show. But that's just part of it. That's like half of the convention center floor is stuff like that. The rest of it is panels where people get up. Some of your favorite creators from TV, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So you got creators, you got photographers, and they get up and answer questions. They talk about their hobby, about the animals they work with, about how they create content, about all kinds of topics centered around that. And then we're all just hanging out in the same space, walking the same halls. So you can do a meet and greet. I don't remember what they charge for that, and you got like guaranteed one-on-one time with your favorite creator, face to face, or you just hang out and go to panels and walk in the hallways, and you're going to bump into the people too. So it's always fun. Like Princess of Beasts, like we had a meet and greet, but we ran into each other and we were able to talk. And I feel like every year, I mean, this is the second year, and it was a lot bigger and a lot better than it was last year. So I assume next year will be even bigger and even better. So if meeting some of these huge creators like Sturba Design and Dr. Plants and Brian Barczyk and Nerd, and there's so many big creators out there. Ants Canada was there last year, so was Darkton. Like, this is a good opportunity to meet these people face to face, just by being in the same room with them. And the sooner you go, the better, because this thing's just going to keep growing, and eventually, I think it'll get to the point where there'll be so many creators and so many fans that that it's going to be hard to run into anybody, and hopefully they never separate everybody. But it's just when it's small like this, it's a lot better. You get a lot more chances. But anyways, went way off topic there. Will there be any prizes for the UK? Yes, there always will be prizes for for all around the world. Actually, now when it comes to the live animals, the tarantulas, the isopods, anything that's live, you're gonna have to be in the United States to win those. But when we're talking about Tarantula Collective merch, other merch from other content creators that may get donated, a lot of the like the 3D printed animals for Memories of Violet, stuff like that. Anything that's not alive will be eligible to be shipped internationally, as long as there is not a trade embargo with your country or something like that. Like, so as long as we can legally ship it to you, you can win. So yeah. All right, we got another question here. What's a good true spider species that webs a lot? I was thinking about getting a linothelli. Any of the linothellis are really, they web a whole lot. Any of your curtain web spiders or funnel web spiders, you're going to see that a lot, and they just look really cool. If you're looking for something that's not, because they also going to look like skinny tarantulas. Um, any of your Latrodecta species, like the black widows, I got a bunch of those right now. Those are fascinating. They web a lot. It's a different type of web, but it is good. And then there was one other species I was just thinking about, and it totally just left my mind. But it's all wolf spiders. I mean, they're terrestrial, but they do some good webbing. Once they're kind of in an enclosure, nothing like a green bottle blue or anything. Just kind of like web up a little corner. But those are kind of cool too. All right, what else we have here? Mm, Princess B says it was so much fun. Yeah. All right, we got another question here. Going to try this again. Are bean beetles good feeders for slings? I don't know what bean beetles are, but if they're like flower beetles, sometimes it could be the same species but with different names, like confused flower beetles, little tiny. But I would assume. Let me Google that real quick. I don't even know it. I never heard bean beetles before. Bean beetles. What is that? Bean weevils. Bean beetles. Looks like they're related to kind of like ladybugs. That's what I am no entomologist, but just from what I'm looking at, maybe. Um, so yeah, I don't know any reason they wouldn't, but you might want to. I have not researched that at all. I don't know if they have any kind of toxicity or anything. Just as like their natural defense. But I am going to have an entomologist on my podcast. I think we're recording that this week or next week, Logan, and I will be sure to ask him because he knows a whole lot about that. So I will make a note and we'll ask him that question. So check out that podcast and we'll have an answer for you. Um, what are we talking about? We are talking about, well, right now I'm just answering some questions, but we're talking about the Halloween giveaway that is kicking off right now. We've got links down in the description if you want to donate. Any donation get you a chance to win, or each donation get you a chance to win from the drawing. We'll be drawing randomly from the people that make donations, as well as when we do the live stream, the Halloween live stream here in a couple of weeks. Anybody in the live chat will also have a chance to answer trivia questions and win some amazing prizes. So yeah. We got another one here. Bruce says, "Well, sir, I'm looking for stickers, swag, etc. Well, I'll be giving away some Tarantula Collective T-shirts. I'll be giving away some Tarantula Collective stickers, and maybe a few other items that are in their secret. They're in the works. Some really cool merch that nobody else really has anything like it. That I think you guys are gonna love. One of the things I've been trying to do is I mean, from the beginning I've been using these third party companies that provide the merch, so it's kind of like I design it and set it up and can feature it on my website, but when you go and buy it, you're really buying it, like they're essentially drop shipping it, like they're making it to order and shipping it straight to you, so I don't actually have to carry the inventory and worry about the packing and shipping and all that kind of stuff. But they get the lion's share of the profit from those sales. So uh, what I've been trying to do is slowly kind of transition that to in-house now that I got all the space here in the studio. I mean, I got a whole room over here. It's just like storage. I was like, I could start stocking merch in there and hire somebody to come and essentially fill orders and stuff. But I didn't want to just do whatever the crap is, like not crap, but I didn't want to sell the exact same merch I'm selling now and just sell the same stuff, but just have to do it all myself. I wanted to get some really unique, one of a kind, kind of cool merch. So I've been reaching out. I also wanted to, it's important to me, I guess, living in Appalachia, in this area, I really wanted to kind of work with businesses, the small businesses from this area, or at least Appalachian businesses, because we all need some help. And so I've reached out to a couple of those. I got some cool stuff coming out. I don't want to tell you what it is because I don't want some other YouTuber that's faster and more organized to jump and steal my thunder. But if any of those new cool merch that we'll be selling in house come out before the giveaway, some of that in there. So that'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Deadly Nightshade. Got my. Oh, this is you're talking to somebody else. Rocky Mountain says not sure what bean beetles are, but we don't feed any beetles. Not that you couldn't, just isn't normally used as a feeder. Yeah, I do. I've had a lot of success with the flower beetles, and they look very similar. I mean, they're just these hard little beetles, and they're larvae, like because it's just a container of flour. And you just kind of keep them in, and then they just eat that. and live in that. So the beetles work well, but some of the smaller slings, they didn't want to eat them, I guess, because they were kind of hard. But there was little beetle larvae. I mean, they just kind of look like almost like little tiny white mealworms. Those I would drop it on their webs, and they would always eat them. So if the beetles don't work, then their larvae might. Um, all right, so let's see where are we at here. Oh my goodness, this is one of the most often. This question gets asked a lot, and the nobody really knows because I don't think there's yet to be uh, just a definitive research, like that's been done on this that can really tell us one way or the other. From everything that I've looked at and I've read, from what I found out, the P. metallica has the most potent venom, but the HMAC has a higher propensity to bite, and it does have, its venom's up there. Like it's not the P. metallica is not much stronger, I guess, than the HMAC, but your chances of getting bit by an HMAC are much higher. So take that for what you will. But yeah, I think it's one of those things that more research needs to be done. And one thing I've learned just from like when I got stung by the scorpion was doing a lot of research on its venom and how it affects the body is that all of these animals, all these tarantulas, it's not like they all have the same venom. One's just a little bit stronger. Like they're cocktails of dozens of different chemicals, and they have different effects and combined effects and stuff like that. So you're not really comparing apples to apples when you're comparing venoms, which I think is very interesting. We got a new channel member. Toby B has become a YouTube member. So thank you so much, Tony, for your support. It's awesome having you. And let me give you a quick little channel member thank you. If I can hit the right one.
Channel member.
I really need to get those on hotkeys. So I just had to hit a button. That would make it so much easier. But thank you, Tony. Sincerely, I really appreciate that. Crucial anatomy or astronomy. Crucial astronomy. Why did I go with anatomy? Have you seen a positive ethical change in the selling of Brazilian jewel tarantulas? Oh man, I don't know. I'm not a dealer, and to be honest, I've kind of stepped away from being intimately involved in the dealers' circles. Like I'm still friends with some dealers, but like I'm not like up in there knowing all the rumors and all that. Like I just didn't. I have my reasons, but so yeah, a positive ethical change in the selling of Brazilian jewel tarantulas. I really don't know. I mean, it's nothing's changed really. It's just the way it's been. Like they were discovered, they were imported into the country. Brazil came out and said, "Hey, we didn't authorize any of these imports, and we can't import anymore." So, from what I understand, what's here is what we got, and so all of them that are being sold are all captive bred. Nobody is well, nobody's legally getting them in there. There's some rumors that there might be a dealer out there that's illegally importing some from that genus, specifically that species and a few others, but I don't have any. I don't know if that's true or not, and I just wouldn't do business with somebody that was even being rumored about personally. But from what I understand, like everything that's being sold right now are all captive bred slings from the species that were imported into the country before, I guess, Fish and Wildlife Service was aware that those species weren't allowed to be shipped in per Brazilian regulations. So, yeah. But the people that are selling T. Celedonia, at least the dealers that I know personally, they're all very ethical and take good care of their spiders. So, yeah. All right. What else we got here? Oh, we've got somebody talking about bean beetles. From what I've learned about bean beetles, they have no venom. They don't require any humidity or other anything to eat. So yeah, they might work. They definitely might work. Oh yeah, this is always a pain. My mealworms don't get eaten; they pupate into darling beetles, and I find them in the fire skink. He seems to love them. That's awesome. Yeah, my tarantulas won't eat the darkling beetles, but yeah, some reptiles will. Let's see. Were you on Phil's live, Richard? Yes, I was. Um, not as a guest or anything, but I was. What was I doing? I sat down at the end of the day. I was worked all day, then went home and tried to put up some Halloween decorations until it just got too dark, and I sat down. My wife was watching something really boring on Netflix, so I was like, I'm gonna watch YouTube on my phone while she does this, and I saw that Phil was live, so I hopped on and hung out for a little bit. It's always fun watching other people's live streams and just kind of listening. So yeah, that wasn't a faker. That was me. Let's see. Ooh, did you post a link to donate to enter the giveaway? Tony Haw, not Toby. Tony. The link is in the description of this video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, maybe if the live chat's on, you won't see the description. You might have to X out of the live chat. I don't know if you're watching on your phone or computer or how that works. If you're watching on TV, you probably can't see it at all. But whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, yeah, just click the description. It'll drop down. There'll be a link to the GoFundMe right there. And I'll also be posting it all over social media for the rest of the month. So there'll be plenty of places that you will see it. Yeah. Oh, so let me see. What we got here? Have you ever heard about the? Oh wait, have you seen Dave's Beastie's recent video on forward flies? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not seen it, but I will have to check it out. Yeah, I don't know. But since he's in the UK and we're talking forward flies, I'm sure it has something to do with nematodes and all that stuff you guys are dealing with over there. And I can tell you this: I set up a podcast with a scientist who specializes in nematodes, and we're gonna get to the bottom of what's true and what's fiction and what's fear mongering and what's reality and what we need to do and to protect ourselves and our tarantulas and how we can avoid issues like that. And it's just one of those topics I don't know very much about. And instead of like trying to I mean, sometimes when you're researching a topic you don't know anything about, you don't know if what you're researching is accurate or if you don't have that base knowledge. So I reached out to Ryan because I knew he knew some scientists and stuff just from the conversation he and I had in our last podcast. So he's gonna help me out, and we're gonna get somebody on the podcast. We're gonna talk to him and get a lot of information about forward flies and nematodes and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be coming up soon. Some people are a little frustrated, but I've started uploading the podcast on my main channel, and you always get every time I do it, I get somebody that's like, "These videos are too long. I can't watch it. Cut it down to 10 minutes." And I understand that. And a lot of those podcasts, like the older ones that I've uploaded, there are clips available. You just got to go to the playlist. It's like podcast clips, and you'll get the little 10-minute clips from those. But YouTube just recently changed the way they kind of have the channel pages set up, and they added a podcast section so that you can add podcasts and it not really like affect your normal videos in the algorithm. And also people that are listening to podcasts can listen to those and discover them in the music portion of YouTube, which is kind of cool. And then it also kind of helps link them, through the algorithm to your other content, and it's supposed to help your channel grow and stuff like that. So moving forward, all the new podcasts will be coming out on this YouTube channel. And then I am slowly, like, one a week or something like that, moving the old podcast from my second channel, which was the Exotic Pet Collective, to the new channel. And, some people got a little, I don't want to say upset. That's kind of exaggerating, but they were just like, I've already heard this. Why are you reposting it? But the reason is, like, that was a second channel and not many people knew about, apparently. So a podcast may have gotten 1,000 views there, like within a year or two. And then I uploaded it to my main channel, and within a day, it's already got more views than it had on that channel for like after a year or two. So it's getting a lot. There's a lot of people out there that are seeing it that didn't even know it existed before. So, if you're hearing a podcast or you see podcasts come up on my channel that you've already seen, don't get upset. Just know I moved it from the second channel to the main channel. So hopefully more people can have access to it, because some of them are pretty interesting. Not that I said anything interesting, but some of the guests that I've had on have been very interesting. I should probably say that. Oh my goodness, look who's in the chat. Trouble. That she just came in here to
Super chat.
Hello, Tarantula Cat. It's good to have you. I don't even know. She may not even still be in here. She may just came in to drop $2 to tease me and then backed out. I'm gonna check my messages though. See if she's in here harassing me. No, she didn't send me any messages. But oh. Yeah, I don't see. It's good to have you, Kat, even if you're not in here. Hey, look who it is. Celebrity after celebrity. Evening on What's Up, Incredible Inverts and Other Animals. It's good to have you, Phil. Thanks for stopping in. Phil's a good guy. If you guys don't know Phil, you definitely gotta go check out his channel. Man, he was he was like the best host when I was in London. Danny and I hopped on a train, and yeah, I don't know, it felt like an hour and a half, but I don't know. When Danny and I get together, two bald-headed gingers that love music and tarantulas, like we would just talk and get lost because we weren't paying attention to what we were doing or where we were going. We get so engrossed in our conversations, and but yeah, we hopped on a train. We went out to I don't remember the name of what your town is there, Phil. Something Shire. I feel like I don't know. That was not making fun of you. I really feel like Shire was somehow in there. So it sounded really British, and there was a cool zoo, Sharpeth. I don't know, Sharpeth. That sounds right. A cool little zoo, and we got to freaking. I got to feed a red panda. That was amazing. Anyways, Brolio Pass. What kind of music do you enjoy listening while feeding? That's actually kind of interesting. It depends. I mean, usually, I don't know, man. I go through phases. So for a while, it was like punk rock, a lot of like NoFX, Ramones, Dead Kennedys, and Misfits, and all that kind of just standard. The Distillers. I got a kick on them for a while. But then that kind of like fades over to like grunge. It was just always Sherpeth Wildlife Park. There we go. In Cambridgeshire. See, I got the kind of the Sherpeth and the Shire part right. But yeah, so that's what I listen to. But then it switches over to like grunge, and then that kind of goes into other types of rock. Might go into a metal or sludge metal. I really like sludge a lot. But then that goes into like I'm also huge into blues and folk. A lot of that kind of alternative country. So yeah, it's a wide mix. Oh, and hip hop, like especially '90s hip hop, gets mixed in there. I did have a playlist on my channel for a while that was called like Tarantula or Music to Tarantula 2 or something like that. It was just as I was feeding and taking care of animals. If I heard a good song, I was like, "Oh, I'll add that to the playlist," so other people could listen to some of the music that I was listening to. But I haven't added to that in a while. Maybe I can make a list on Spotify of some of my favorite songs to Tarantula 2. We'll see what happens. All right. Ooh, we got another comment. Hey there, man. You was at the London Capital Show in the UK? Yeah, I remember meeting you. That was very cool. I have a dead leaf mantis, but can't decide on a name. Any ideas? Ooh, a dead leaf mantis. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat will come up with something collective. Something clever. Do you collect any tarantulas, or do you sell them as well? I do not sell. I don't sell any live animals. Occasionally, if I go to an expo that's nearby or something, I might bring some, isopods, or if I have some spiderlings or anything. And usually it's because I have way too many of them. So it's like, oh, I'll get rid of some of these. I think I did an expo this summer. Somebody got upset because I had some Cubara species, panda kings, and I didn't really know what to sell them for. So I was selling like 10 packs for I don't know, whatever the amount was, but they were selling the same species in packs of 10 for twice that amount. I was like, well, just buy all mine then and put them on your table and sell them at your price. Like, I don't know why you want me to change my price, but or whatever. So yeah, but I don't sell anything online. That's a whole, the people that sell tarantulas and sell animals online, that's a lot of work. And I decided you only have so much time during the day, so you can either focus on breeding and selling tarantulas, or drawing tarantulas, or making videos and content about tarantulas. You know what I mean? Like you gotta pick what thing you can do. So I'm making videos. I'm not selling them or anything like that, if that helps. Oh, we got a super chat. Where is it? Do you name any of your spiders? I imagine when you have so many, it can be hard. I always feel like I should name mine. Yeah, that's but first,
Super chat.
I did at first. So every one of them had a name, and then after a while, I started having a hard time coming up with names, so I didn't. And then, I mean, this was early on when I started making videos. Some people noticed that some of my tarantulas had names, some didn't, and I don't want to say they weren't offended, but they were just kind of giving me a hard time. Like, oh, why don't you care about those tarantulas? So I went through and I named everybody, and I just made lists of names essentially based off of sci-fi TV shows and movies I really liked. Pulled a lot of characters from there, a lot of names from just different mythologies from around the world, especially if they had anything to do with spiders. But even then, I was starting to run out of name ideas. And so now the rule is nobody gets named. They just have their common name, their species name, and then if I have multiples, then there's a number until that tarantula or that not this doesn't apply to the reptiles, but the tarantula or scorpion until they kind of show some personality. I feel like I get to know them, and then I'll give them a name. Like once I kind of feel like we have a connection, and they've shown me some of their personality. So yeah, I don't name everybody, but some of them definitely do get names. Let's see. Do you have an Indian violet tarantula? I do. I've got a spiderling, I believe, and a couple spiderlings at this moment. I haven't shown it on anywhere yet. I haven't made a video about it. I'm kind of letting it chill for a bit, but I did get this really cool tarantula. I can't wait to make videos about it. Um, I apologize. I don't remember his name right now. Maybe he doesn't even want me to tell him his name. But a guy that watches a lot of videos. He's in Texas. Wanted to send something really special to just I guess say thanks or whatever, show some support for the channel. And he contacted Spider Shop, who is one of the businesses that's donating some prizes for this giveaway. In case you didn't hear, they are giving away 5 $100 mystery boxes, shipping included, which is really generous and very exciting. But he contacted them, and they had an Omathymus. Oh, I don't want to say it's Omathymus. I feel like it's an Omathymus something. Shiradeti. No, that's not right. I don't know. I'm not going to say the species name because I don't remember. But it has 2 abdomens. It was like a conjoined twin. So it's got 1 carapace. It's got 8 legs, but then its abdomen kind of splits out. Or I guess splits out like that would be better. So it's got 2 different sets of the. Oh, it's amazing. It's really cool looking, but it's still small. It's molted 5 times, so it's doing well. I got to set up in a nice enclosure, and yeah, and once it's settled in and kind of relaxed, I'm gonna make a video about it because it will blow your mind. It is such a cool looking thing. All right. Hello, I used to volunteer for the Alabama Children's Advocacy Center as a translator, so I'm so loving that you do this. Well, that's awesome, Aaron. Thank you so much, and thank you for helping out. That is very cool. Oh, and it's her birthday. Well, happy birthday. Oh, wait, that's another. Is that the same person? That's not the same person. So it's Aaron's birthday. Happy birthday to Aaron in the UK, and I appreciate helping out children and stuff, Aaron, in Alabama. All right, so there we go. What else we got going on here? Pig said, yeah, that's where most of my names came from. Yeah. Oh, Tarantula Cat's back in here. What are you naming the scorpion who stung you? I think what I called him was cross-eyed expletive. So maybe that'll just be its name. You can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that tarantula or that scorpion. It did what scorpions do. If I hadn't been an idiot, it wouldn't have stung me. I got a whole video that shows that. They'll be coming out soon, so you can watch it there. But essentially, I stuck my finger where it wasn't supposed to go and got a sting. But yeah. Well, guys, it's been over an hour, and I told Zach I would only be on for an hour. He's probably waiting for me to get off so I can pay him and he can go home. What's the tea, Emma? Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't even know we were gonna get to do that. Phil did not tell us that was what was happening. Yeah, we were there to kind of get some footage of the zoo and check it out, and really just kind of check out his space because he's got an apartment up in the zoo where it's got all kinds of tarantulas and spiders and cool inverts. So kind of what I thought we were going to do, but man, he took us on a very special tour. We got to feed some anteaters, like actually get in the enclosure with them. We got an enclosure with some really big tortoises and tropical birds, which was a lot of fun. We got to feed the red panda, get in its enclosure. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. There was another really cool experience. We got behind them. We had to go like backstage of the reptile part of the zoo and see everything like that. I don't know. It was cool. It was a very cool once in a lifetime experience. So if you're still in here, Phil, thank you so much for that. That was amazing. All right. So yeah, guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up. I want to get out of here, and I appreciate all you guys jumping in. And yeah, hey Richard, did you enjoy your thank you box from Tinley? The wife and kids wants to know since they didn't get a chance to. Andy, we were just talking about that at the beginning of the of the live stream, and yes, I did enjoy it very much. And that's actually what Zach's working on right now. He's set up some of their permanent enclosures, and we're gonna get those moved in and filmed so you guys can see all of the cool species that that Andy was kind enough to. And some of them, I mean, very rarely does somebody give me a box of tarantulas or scorpions or inverts in general that I don't already have. Like usually it's like, oh, I already got these species, but thanks. That's awesome. You can, always have extras, I guess, or duplicates or whatever. But not only were they species I didn't have, some of the species I had never heard of before. I was just like, wow, these are like new or more rare kind of, or locale, like, specific locales. So it was very exciting. So Andy, yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it was very cool. Incredible Invert says it was my pleasure. Awesome. And yeah, all right, guys. So we're gonna have to get out of here. Andy, thank you so much. I'll be showing those off in some future videos, and just kind of recap real quick, just so everybody knows what's going on. The Halloween giveaway officially starts today. So the GoFundMe is up. There's a link down below in the description, and I'll be sharing it all across social media. So it'll be on X, it'll be on Instagram, it'll be on what other social medias? That Facebook. There we go. That's one. Threads, whatever. I'll be posting all that out there. So it'll be easy for you to find. I think the minimum donation that GoFundMe allows is $5. So if you can donate as little as $5, or I mean, last year, like I said, I think we had somebody donate $1,000. A couple people actually donated $1,000. But each donation will get you entered into a chance to win some of these amazing prizes that channels or different businesses have been donating. We've got a lot donated already. I'm sure there'll be a lot more donated by the time we get to the Halloween live stream. And just looking at the calendar right now, Halloween is on the 31st. Obviously, that's what I meant to say. Is the 31st is on a Tuesday, which is Tarantula Tuesday, which would be cool. But I'm pretty sure that Trick or Treat is like between 6 and 7 or something like that. 6, I don't know. I'm not sure what time Trick or Treat is, but I got a little girl I want to take trick or treating, so we might not be able to do it on Halloween. In which case, it'll probably be the 29th or the 30th, I would assume. I could probably look at my calendar and know better, but I mean, around the 31st, we'll just say. And we'll be doing that live stream, giving away a bunch of prizes to you guys by picking winners that donated to the GoFundMe, which is linked in the description. And we'll be asking some trivia questions and stuff like that to the people that are participating in the Halloween live stream, live chat, like you all are doing right now. We'll be asking questions and giving away prizes to people there. So if you don't have money to donate, not a problem. You still have chances to win by jumping in the live stream. So information will be forthcoming. I just wanted to get on here, do a live stream, officially announce it, and let you guys know some of the cool prizes that are given away. There are a lot of mystery boxes, a lot of gift cards, a lot of artwork, a lot of live tarantulas, and I'm sure Tarantula Cribs will throw in some enclosures. And if not, I will buy some of his enclosures to give away, but I'm sure he'll donate some. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll be doing live streams. We're going to try to do a live stream every week from now until the Halloween live stream, just to kind of keep everybody's awareness of this up. And yeah, it'll be all kinds of cool stuff. So make sure you're subscribed and following on all the social medias if you want to stay up to date. Thank you to everybody that donated super chats and super stickers and all that kind of stuff. That's very appreciative. And your support is awesome. Except for Tarantula Cat. I'm just kidding. She just came in here to start trouble. But yeah, and maybe she'll be willing to come on one of these live streams and talk to you guys, help us raise some money, because this is an amazing organization. And if you want to learn more about them, I've got a lot of details about them at the GoFundMe link. So you can just click on that. You can read about them. And then from there, you'll find a link to their website. So you can do an even bigger deep dive into what it is that they do. But I mean, long story short, they help a lot of kids that are in really tough situations that need some help. And, a lot, and it's a nonprofit organization. They don't make much money, and anything we can do to raise money and help them out is going to go a long way. So, there's an amazing organization. I'm so happy and grateful that all of you out there that, are watching these videos and participating in the community are so willing every year to donate money. Cause I think the first year was like 5,000, and then it was like 7,000. And then I think we just crossed 10,000. And then last year, I feel like I think we only raised like maybe 10 grand or around that on GoFundMe, but we also did an auction. We had a separate site. We did an auction that raised a few more thousand. I think all said and done, it was over 15 grand. It was near like 17 grand, but I'll have to go back and look at the records. So before I make any claims like that, but the goal is at least 10,000. So we can raise 10,000 in donations. I think that's going to be amazing and really help out a whole lot of people. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and joining the live stream. And we'll be doing this again, let's say next week. We'll do this again next week, same time, same place here on the channel around 5 o'clock Eastern. We'll have another Tarantula Tuesday live. But keep an eye out. Within the next day or two, I'll be uploading a video where I'm rehousing those Arizona and Texas Bark Scorpions and setting them up. And that's when I got stung. So there'll be a little bit of that drama in there as well. And then the video following that is essentially just like a sting report. I just documented video, like grabbed my camera and just the entire weekend, for at least 72 hours, I kind of did a video diary of the effects and how I don't know. Hopefully maybe it'll be interesting. I don't know. I haven't tried editing yet. It could suck. It'd be really boring, but yeah. So thank you guys so much. Make sure, you're subscribed, hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and share this video with the stream with your friends if you want them to get some more information. And yeah, that's about it. I'm going to get out of here and help Zach finish up feeding and setting up these enclosures so we can go home and decorate for Halloween. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.